We'll let you know how WSU students reacted to it.
And find out if cameras will be allowed in the Brian Kohberger case in following hearings. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Murrow News 8. And with Friday, we've got some snow for the first time all fall, as it seems like winter is on the way. Isn't that right, Maggie?
Yeah, it was definitely much colder in my walk up to campus this morning. Actually, last night we were able to talk to some people right as it began to snow, and here's what they had to say about the changing temperature.
I was really not expecting this, and it is super cold.
Yeah, there's definitely some mixed feelings out there. I know I'm not too happy about the snow, especially this early. But Brendan, do you think it's going to stick around?
Well, there's not going to be any snow here for the next couple of days, but luckily it will be a little bit warmer. Today it's a high of 38 with a low of 22. You know, some average winds 5 to 10 miles per hour here on the Palouse, which is about normal for this time of year. But we are seeing that sunset right here at 5:41. You know, it's starting to get a little darker earlier, which is, you know, not really my favorite time of the year in this part of fall. But we're going to have some weather better in the later part of the week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Brendan. Yesterday, Brian Kohberger and his defense team went to court in order to try and overturn the indictment. There were two hearings yesterday, one that was closed to the public and one that was open. During the closed hearing, the defense argued to dismiss the indictment on grounds of a biased grand jury, inadmissible evidence, lack of sufficient evidence, and prosecutorial misconduct. The open hearing was for the motion to dismiss based on an error with grand jury instructions. The defense argued that the grand jury should have been instructed that the standard to indict is beyond a reasonable doubt, but that the Idaho Supreme Court wrongly believes the standard of proof is probable cause, which is a lower threshold. The grand jury indicted Kohberger based on probable cause. Judge John Judge decided to deny the motion, stating that the defense would have to take it up with the Idaho State Supreme Court. Judge said that he will continue allowing cameras in the courtroom during future hearings, but that he will have more control over how they are used, and that they are only allowed to record when the court is on the record.
A 39-year-old Lewiston man was arrested last night after he was accused of burglarizing a tool trailer in Whitman County. The trailer was parked at the bottom of Steptoe Canyon, west of Uniontown, near the Snake River. This was the second time that the trailer had been burglarized in the past 2 weeks.
The Moscow police are needing your help. The woman and car shown on the screen might be associated with a shoplifting that happened at Spence Hardware 2 weeks ago. If anyone has any information about the case, please reach out to the Moscow Police Department. And the Moscow police have identified the woman who was suspected of stealing from Walmart on Monday night. The police department said that the community was helpful in their search.
WSU researchers have developed a new tool to rapidly grow cancer-killing white blood cells, which could advance the availability of immunotherapy, a therapy which harnesses the power of the body's immune response to target cancer cells. Researchers have developed a mini fridge-sized bioreactor which can manufacture these cells, called T cells, at a 95% maximum growth rate, which is roughly 30% faster than the current technologies.
WSU is unveiling a new sculpture on campus. There will be a ceremony to reveal the sculpture titled Red Forest next Friday in the front entrance of the WSU Veterinary Hospital. The sculpture was donated by Howard Wright in honor of his mother, Thaleen Schumann, and her longtime working relationship with Dr. Leo K. Bustad, a former dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine.
The new Rosars on Grand Avenue in Pullman will open its doors next Wednesday. Rosars, along with the Pullman Chamber of Commerce, will host a ribbon-cutting event Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. to officially open the new grocery store. The public is encouraged to attend. We'll find out how former President Donald Trump's net worth is causing him some legal issues.
And stay tuned after the break to find out why there's a manhunt in Maine.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
A manhunt in Maine is on as they are looking for a suspect, Robert Card, who shot and killed 18 people and injured 13 more Wednesday night after he attacked a bowling alley and a bar. The area is still in a shelter-in-place as police look for Card.
The conflict in Israel has continued as the Israel Defense Forces announced Friday that they are expanding ground operations in the Gaza Strip. As the Israeli strikes on Gaza intensify, U.S. government officials have stated that talks with Hamas will continue in hopes of freeing the American hostages. According to CNN, multiple residents in Gaza say the airstrikes on Friday night are the worst they have experienced since the beginning of the conflict. The death toll is now over 1,400 people, and Hamas has taken 229 hostages. We'll continue to update you on the conflict as it continues. Survivors of the deadly Hurricane Otis are growing desperate for food and aid. The Category 5 storm killed at least 27 people. Officials say that they are moving supplies into Acapulco and getting people out of the devastated city. This comes just 3 days after Hurricane Otis took out most of Mexico's Pacific coast. Former President Donald Trump is on trial in New York in a $250 million lawsuit. President Trump, his sons Eric and Donald Jr., and Trump Organization executives are accused by the New York Attorney General of engaging in a decade-long scheme in which they used numerous acts of fraud and misrepresentation to inflate Trump's net worth in order to more favorably loan terms. Former President Trump has denied all wrongdoings, and his attorneys have argued that Trump's alleged inflated valuations were a product of his business skills. We will continue to update you on the trial involving former President Donald Trump as it continues. Well, coming up, find out what weekly event is coming to an end this weekend.
And find out what Halloween festivities are happening around the community this weekend. We'll let you know how to dress for these activities with our 5-day forecast coming up.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
For anyone looking to get their spook on, there are Halloween events all over the Palouse this weekend. Tonight in Colfax, we'll have a trick-or-treating on Main Street from 3 to 5:30. Then tomorrow, Pullman will have a trick-or-treating downtown from 3 to 6. Then on Sunday, Emmanuel Baptist Church will have a harvest festival from 2 to 4, and Moscow will host a trunk-or-treat in the Eastside Marketplace from 4 to 6:30.
The Gladys Center in Pullman is hosting a Halloween bash on Saturday. The event is free and will have a trunk or treat and a carnival from 3 to 7 p.m. The haunted house will be open from 6 to 9 p.m. and the entry fee is $5 per person. While Halloween is on Tuesday and the spooky festivities have already started. This includes costumes. Madeline Mullins has the story on where these costumes are coming from and how much they are costing students.
Halloween is coming up, and the college kids are getting ready.
I started planning my outfits like mid-September.
They are also spending money.
This year I spent about $100 on my Halloween costumes.
This year I spent $80.
This year I spent $170.
It's not uncommon for students to spend upwards of $50 on their costumes, most of which, they say, come from Amazon.
Another place to buy Halloween costumes is Spirit, but be prepared to spend a little dough.
I think Spirit Halloween is too overpriced.
Spirit is a Halloween pop-up shop, only open the month of October.
It's been fairly busy. As you can see, there's a lot of people around.
Richie Gilden is one of the many people shopping for a last-minute Halloween costume.
I'll probably thrift one and then pay full price for it. This is $30. It's cheaper than most things here, surprisingly.
Many students have said that the cheapest way to go is to make your own costume, and that can guarantee a unique one.
I think it's more fun to get your own costumes this year and make them your own and kind of make them more unique.
With Murrow News 8, this is Madeline Mullins.
The last Moscow Farmers Market of the year is this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Friendship Square. In honor of Halloween, the market will host their third annual costume contest from 10 a.m. to noon. More information about the rules and prizes for the contest can be found on the Moscow Farmers Market Facebook page.
The Pullman Moose Lodge will host the annual purse auction tonight at Zeppo's. Participants can bid on purses, backpacks, and toolboxes with mystery items. All proceeds will go to the Northwest Cancer Foundation of Hope. The Palouse Choral Society will be performing on Sunday, celebrating National Book Month. The concert will be at Simpson United Methodist Church at 4 p.m. Tickets cost $20 for general admission. Well, we have a weekend full of Halloween activities. Brendan, how is the weather going to look this weekend? And do we need our winter coats?
Well, it's definitely going to be cold out. Luckily, we won't be seeing any snow this week. But yeah, you're going to want to wear some big coats, be nice and warm throughout the weekend because tomorrow, high of 40, it's pretty low for around this time. But average winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. But as we take a look across the state, we'll go ahead and see that Seattle and Olympia is the place where I want to be. It's sunny out there, some nice low 50-degree weather, a lot better than over here on the way eastern side of the state where we're at, Pullman and Spokane. High 30s, low 40s, definitely not very fun. But Yakima, seeing a little bit of sunshine there as well, some 48s in the middle of the state. And then we take a look at the 5-day forecast. We'll see the weather's going to get a little bit better later in the week. Go ahead and take a look at this. Sunny, 40 degrees tomorrow, but Monday, Tuesday, that's where you want to be, walking around wearing maybe a light coat. Just keep yourself a little bit warmer on those sunnier days. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for that weather update, Brendan. Find out which former Coug and which former All-American is going to be making her return to the Palouse this weekend.
And find out what basketball player you won't see on the court this season.
Dad, they took over my my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Happy Friday. Well, College Football Saturday is tomorrow as the football team is looking to end their 3-game losing streak as they head to Tempe to take on the Sun Devils. The Cougs are going to be without Jalen Jenkins for the remainder of the season after he was kicked off the team earlier this week. And then on Wednesday, the team announced backup running back Dylan Payne will miss a few games due to a high ankle sprain. Coach Dickert had this to say about it.
Dylan's going to be out for this game, high ankle sprain. So Javinsky's ready. And Leo's getting ready himself, and we need big things out of Nakia.
For an already lackluster running attack, the Cougs are going to be even thinner at the position. They'll be relying even more on the right arm of Cam Ward. Ward, over his last 3 contests, has 2 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions. Arizona State comes in the contest 1-6, and WSU comes in 4-3. Kickoff is set for 5 p.m. on Pac-12 Network. Cougar volleyball is back home this weekend to face off against the Oregon schools in Bowler Gym. Starting off with a top 10 matchup tonight with the Oregon Ducks. The Cougs knocked off the Ducks in 4 sets in Eugene when they faced off last month. Tonight also marks the official return of former Coug and former All-American setter Hannah Pukas. The 6th-ranked Cougs and the 9th-ranked Ducks will square off tonight at 7 p.m. in Bowler Gym, and then WSU will finish off the weekend against the Oregon State Beavers at 2 p.m. On the soccer pitch, the Cougs were in Corvallis last night to take on the Oregon State Beavers. And once again, the Cougs got off to a slow start, trailing 1-0 to the Beavs before freshman Reagan Kachow found the equalizer with a sweet shot from the top of the box. Then later in the second half, the Cougs fell behind again by a score of 2-1 until freshman Naomi Clark found the game-tying goal in the 78th minute. Clark had 10 shots total that night, 6 of which on goal. Both are season highs for the Cougs. WSU outshot Oregon State 25-13, but still came away with the draw, tying the Beavs 2-2. The Cougs will now travel to Eugene to take on the winless Oregon Ducks on Sunday. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. After scoring another goal to help earn the Cougs a draw last night, freshman Reagan Kachow is on a roll. Our reporter Austin Samuels takes you into the story of Reagan Kachow.
In yet another 1-0 hole last week, Cougar soccer was once again playing catch-up.
Thank God we got that 1 goal back and didn't lose.
The Cougs trailed the Utah Utes on Senior Day last Sunday up until Reagan Kachow found the equalizer late in the match on this header.
And she scores! We finally just had one that connected, and it was just a relief.
Kachow is a true freshman at WSU, and during her college recruiting process, she heard a pitch that most recruits can only dream of. She would have the opportunity to be a key contributor right away.
Todd told me that he wanted me to come in and play right away, and he didn't promise me, but he was like, if you keep playing the way you do and I come out and perform how I was performing, then I would get a lot of minutes.
Ka-Chow has ended up playing a lot of minutes in her freshman season, going the full 90 in all but 2 Pac-12 conference games.
What a soccer player on the field. She's different than when we got into to an extent. That's why we got her, and that's what we're trying to do. And she fits what we need.
Along the way, the true freshman has scored 3 goals while also dishing out 2 assists. As a midfielder, Ka-Chow likes to have her fingerprints on all parts of the game.
Not like the biggest person on the field. I'm not like people don't fear me, but my strength is definitely passing. I like to connect and like create things throughout the middle.
Even though she's a natural passer, for Ka-Chow, there's no feeling like scoring the big goal.
Especially like big goals that tie it up or win, it's just a different feeling than just having just another goal. Because there's just like all that adrenaline and you just get really excited. There's like a feeling not like it.
Reagan Ka-Chow and the rest of the Cougs will have a couple more chances to score some big goals in the regular season when they travel to take on the Oregon schools this coming weekend. From the lower soccer field here in Pullman, I'm Austin Samuels, Murrow News 8.
If you're hoping to get a look at a championship-level team, the reigning Pac-12 champion WSU women's basketball team is back in action in Beasley on Sunday as they take on Montana Western. The Cougs are led by star guard Charlize Ledger-Walker and center Bella Mercatete. The Cougs, though, will be without senior guard Joanna Tedar, who announced Wednesday she will miss the entire season recovering from reoccurring injuries. The exhibition will take place at 12 p.m. and is free to the public. With that exhibition game coming on Sunday for the Cougar women, our reporter Sam Taylor helps us learn a little bit more about all-conference guard Charlize Ledger.
Charlize Ledger-Walker could have done anything she wanted after 3 years of award-winning basketball on the Palouse.
There was a lot of different decisions I had to make.
But the senior point guard / forward / whatever her team needs her to be from New Zealand chose to return to Pullman.
I just wanted to have one more year where I could really enjoy playing and really just see it through.
In March, Ledger-Walker scored a Pac-12 tournament record 76 points in 4 games to win the tournament's Most Outstanding Player award and lead her team to the program's first conference championship. The Cougs returned the majority of their lineup, including all Pac-12 players Bella Mercatete and Estera Tahina, as well as a slew of talented freshmen and University of Idaho transfer Beyonce B.
The seniors are ready to be done with last year. We don't need to talk anymore about last year. We just need to attack this year and see how good this team can be. And again, I think everybody's really, really excited about the team that we're going to be able to put on the floor this year.
Coach Etheridge said the Cougs have earned the right to pack Beasley Coliseum week in and week out, something Charlize Ledger-Walker wholeheartedly agrees with.
I 100% think that if you come to one of our games, you understand why people love basketball so much.
WSU hosts Montana Western for an exhibition game at noon Sunday before beginning their regular season against Cal Poly at 4 p.m. November 6. In Pullman, I'm Sam Taylor, Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Sam. Well, it's Friday, and that means we've got another edition of Friday Night Lights for you. Starting off with the Pullman Greyhounds, they'll finish off their season on senior night tonight at 7 p.m. at Hobbs Field, where they'll take on the West Valley Eagles. Colfax will finish off their season on the road against Northwest Christian. Then on the other side of the border, it's playoff time. The Potlatch Loggers will take on the Valley Vikings in Hazleton, Idaho in the first round of the Idaho Class 1A Division I state playoffs. Meanwhile, for Logos of Moscow, one of the top 2 ranked teams in the state who have a chance to win a state title, they're undefeated and will have a bye this week in the 1A Division I state playoffs.
We'll find out what furry friend is being celebrated today after the break.
The future, okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second. Do you know who I am? Julia. This is Jaina. into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those 2 girls.
Oh yeah?
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know,
I heard that.
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
It's National Black Cat Day today. Black cats need a little positive PR as their reputation of bad luck is well known. In the lead up to Halloween, National Black Cat Day provides the chance for feline friends to show off their love for the iconic animal. You guys big cat fans?
I'm not personally the biggest cat guy. I'm definitely more of a dog person myself, but I don't necessarily hate cats by any means. You guys?
I mean, I'm not that big on cats. I never have been a big cat fan. I've been more of the dog side, but I guess I've warmed up to them within recent years, so not my favorite.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not the biggest cat fan in the world, if we're being honest. More of a dog person. I'm allergic to cats, so not the biggest fan of hanging around cats. They make me pretty sick, so not a huge fan of them.
Well, speaking of Halloween, obviously, you know, coming up on Tuesday, this is, I mean, really the big weekend for Halloween. What do you guys have planned for this coming weekend?
Just gonna go out with some friends, you know, enjoy it while I can. Today, I'm actually having to go to the volleyball game. I'll go do a report on that, write up a little bit about the game, and then head out afterwards. Just kind of go see what everyone else is doing in town.
Yeah, I think I'll dress up and kind of hang out, see if any kids come by for some candy. I've never really gotten to do that before. So
What's the costume? What's your costume?
I'm dressed up as Julia from that Luca movie by Pixar.
Okay.
So, yeah. We'll
What's your guys' costume?
I haven't really even thought about it. A costume? I haven't even thought about a costume yet. I mean, just, you know, busy with basketball, busy with you know, doing the news here, so it's I haven't really even thought about a costume yet.
I am going to wear the same costume that I always do, which is a cowboy, because I already have all of the things
Cowboy
necessary for the cowboy costume. So that's what I am.
At that point, is it a costume?
I could definitely see you as a cowboy. That's for sure.
From Montana.
Yeah,
Come on.
Montana folk.
Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a terrific rest of your weekend and a safe weekend. If you missed anything, make sure to check it out on our YouTube page. Have a great weekend.